Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? Welcome to another Why It's Gone episode. This one is a little bit different. This is a fragrance that I currently have right now, but it's about to leave my collection. I'm doing a swap for another fragrance that I've been trying to get, another hard to find fragrance. And I wanted to give you guys my quick thoughts on it and tell you why it's not going to stay in my collection, why it's leaving. That's Insurrection Dark. Or Insurrection 2 Dark, and this fragrance retails. I think Amazon right now has it for $29.99, and you can also find it on perfumeland.com or was a JD trading site. Both of them have it, and you'll find it between 25 and $30 currently. It hasn't sold out the way Insurrection Pure has. There hasn't been a lot of coverage about it, a lot of talk about it, but My Makers did a video on it, and right after the Pure hype, and Steve just did a video on it. And Steve, where's your Pure video? You know, we're waiting on that one too. So let me show you the bottle. This is it. What I got from this fragrance was, it's a very sweet caramel-like, candy feel, and it's got some cinnamon in it. It's got some spices, but they're not that strong. It's mostly the sweetness in it. I think there's vanilla and trying to pick out the notes. It's very it's hard for me to tell you what exactly is in here. But the reason why it's leaving my collection is because it's too sweet for my nose. There's no freshness to this fragrance, and where I live, it's very hot. Like, as you guys know, South Texas, very hot, very humid, and if a fragrance doesn't have a lot of freshness to it, if it's too thick and too heavy, it's gonna be almost impossible for me to wear it, because I have a lot of fragrances for cold weather, and I don't even get to use those, so it doesn't really make sense for me to be growing my cold weather scents. And I should instead be focusing on the fresher scents. And even in the cold weather, I like a fragrance with some freshness to it. I don't want it to be all spice, all sweet, all warm. To me, that comes off to me as being kind of feminine, a little perfumey. You know, one of the comments I got with this fragrance was that it reminded them of a perfume called Poison. Now, I know the fragrance, but I don't remember what it smells like, so I can't say if that was a good comparison or not. But it does remind me a tiny bit of Victor Rolf's Spice Bomb. There is a slight resemblance there. I see some slight resemblance to Pure Malt, some slight resemblance to, it's in the same ballpark of like Pure Havana, and what's that other fragrance? Lige, L'Instante Galant Extreme. There is a bit of a resemblance to that one as well. But as far as Insurrection, comparing this to Insurrection Pure, there's not a whole lot in common. I mean, there maybe have a couple notes similar, but it's a totally different fragrance. It's not a typical flanker type of fragrance, except that it looks the same. And I remember Steve said that the lady the perfume for this fragrance is very good at reverse engineering, so he believes that they might have copied the formula from this fragrance from other fragrances, and who knows, maybe it's something from the woman's aisle, because I do think it's kind of feminine. If you do like Lige and you like Pure Malt and you like Spice Bomb and those types of fragrances that are very heavy and warming and thick, you may like this fragrance. So I'm not going to say it's a terrible fragrance. I could see other people enjoying it, but you guys know my taste, and my taste, that has to be balanced with some freshness. It can't be all dark and all sweet for me, or else I'll never touch the fragrance, to be honest. So for me, this is going to be a pass. I don't think it's blind buy worthy unless you love sweet fragrances. If you love sweet and spicy scents, then yeah, give it a try. But if your nose can't handle it, this is not blind buy worthy. The price is very low, so I mean, if you have a suspicion from the reviews and from what I've said and what other people have said about it, that you might like this fragrance, then definitely give it a try. And the price is not bad for it. It's definitely worth it. As far as the presentation, the box is nice. It's got this cloth, velvety feel to it. It's impressive. I do enjoy the box, but see right here, this velvety thing, it started to peel off right here. So the quality of it wasn't as high to me as Insurrection Pure's presentation. The velvet that they put on it, it just wasn't as good as the presentation of Insurrection Pure, in my opinion. The bottle is exactly the same though. Everything else is exactly the same. It's pretty well done. Again, well worth its price. It is, like everybody says, it is a bit surprising that they charge so little and put so much into it. I guess nobody was buying it before we started talking about this fragrance. So I'm glad at least the company got to, I guess, get their money back from what they've invested in this. It seems like they've invested quite a bit, and so that's my take on it, guys. This is not as highly rated a fragrance from my perspective as Insurrection Pure. It's probably half the fragrance that it is. If I were gonna give it a rating out of 10, I would probably give this fragrance a 4 out of 10. In my opinion, because its versatility is not too good. By the way, performance on this fragrance is pretty awesome. You can't wash this thing off once you put it on. It'll be there for a while. It projects great. It does all that great. Like a warm, sweet fragrance, you would expect it to have great performance. So it does do that. And for those of you who enjoy it, happy for you. I'm glad that you guys found a bargain, something that you enjoy. But for everybody else, the average person, I wouldn't recommend this as a blind buy, to be honest. And unless you like just completing the collection, having both of the Insurrections. Will it sell out? I don't think this one will sell out the way Insurrection Pure did. Simply because the reviews for it, when people start to get a hold of it in the community, they're going to tell you the same thing, that it wasn't quite as impressive, as surprisingly good as Insurrection Pure was. If you still have not got a bottle of Insurrection Pure, I recommend you hang in there. Keep your eyes out on the websites JD Trading and Perfume Land. Keep your eyes peeled, and if you can never find a bottle for swap, for sale, go for it. Definitely pull the trigger on that one, because it just gets compliments, and it does the job a lot better than any fragrance for around, well, back then it was under $20. Right now it's around $30. So even for that price, it's pretty amazing. So that's all for today, guys. That's all I got to show you. I'm gonna ship this one out to my friend, another reviewer, good guy, and get one of those fresh scents back in my collection that I've been looking for a while. So I hope this helps you guys out. I hope I save you some money if this is not what you're looking for, if it's not your style, if your taste is in line with mine. This is one that may not be worth putting that high on your list. So, rate, comment, subscribe, guys. As always, take it easy. Peace.